Jo today?
At home?
Is she okay?
Why shouldn't she be?
No reason, it's just she usually takes Sarah to playgroup, that's all. I was going to ask her if she wants to go to that new petting farm this afternoon. I'm taking Samson.
It's a waste of money, Sam. Sarah sees enough animals at our farm.
But there's rides and everything. I just thought they might fancy the afternoon out.
Well, I thought she'd have seen enough of you last night. You know, it's your fault she's nursing a hangover in bed.
We only had a few drinks.
You might have the money to chuck away on booze, Sam, but we haven't. And Joe's not got an effort, so don't be encouraging her again.
Will you ask her about this afternoon?
I wish you'd talked to us before getting that money out.
Oh, it's too late now. Even our own solicitor's telling us to plead guilty.
I know neither of you could have ever swindled a children's charity. It's just not in your nature.
You know, you're probably the only one who still believes that.
No, you've got lots of friends.
Oh, not for much longer. You know how people are. Always say there's no smoke without fire.
Let's hope nobody says anything to Mum then. Moochie saying she'll probably do something we'll all regret.
Tried to persuade her to keep the shop closed today, but she said she doesn't want people thinking that she's too scared to face them.
Brought you some tea in.
What time is it?
9:30.
Oh, I have to get Sarah to playgroup.
I've done it. Probably for the best. You really frightened her last night.
What?
Well, she'd never seen you in that state before. Woke her up with all you shouting.
I don't remember any of that.
I'm not surprised. You were drunk as a skunk. I'll take you got an hangover then.
My head's throbbing.
I knew it was a mistake you taking that job in the pub. Just drink away all your profits, and then you're not fit for work the next day.
All right, will you stop nagging me? I'm getting up. How did I get these?
You had a fall. Well, you were that drunk you could hardly walk straight.
There you go, you just go through. Be with you in a minute. Making yourselves comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah, we're on a break.
Would you like a brew?
Oh, I'd love one, but I'm expecting some more guests later. I've got things to get ready.
Anything we can do to help?
Yeah. No offence, but it would make things easier if you took your breaks upstairs.
We'd love to, but there's no tea bags or cups up there.
Or biscuits.
Andy, where did I fall?
On the stairs. You were going up to kiss Sarah goodnight.
Well, if I was that drunk, why didn't you help me?
Well, I tried to. But you know how aggressive you can get when you've had a few drinks.
And you can get a bit like that when you're sober.
Meaning?
Meaning, well, maybe you helped me fall down the stairs.
Are you accusing me?
Just saying it won't be the first time.
I told you, nothing like that's ever going to happen again. You can't blame this one on me. You've got no right to look at me like that, Joe. You've already admitted that you can't remember what happened. Why would I need to lie to you?
I don't know. We've told that many lies about my bruises. I don't know what's true anymore.
You were drunk. You fell. Why can't you admit it when you're wrong?
Okay. All right, I'm sorry.
I hope you can manage without me this morning. I'm off into Leeds to see another publishers.
Aren't they more interested than yesterday's?
They will be by the time I finish with them. Come on.
Thank you. Right. Me and Donna have decided that you need a break.
I can't shut up shop now.
Yes, you can. We've made a picnic.
We're going to have some family time together.
And when I told Heath and Kathy about it, they seemed very excited, so you can't let them down.
Well, that's an offer I can't refuse.
What are you doing now?
I've just been to the toilet.
That's a guest room.
There's nobody in there.
That's not the point. I'm trying to run a hotel here. Or shall I tell my guests that they're expected to share the facilities with half a dozen factory workers?
Terry, there are no toilets in there. We can't be expected to sit all day with our legs crossed.
That's not my problem. You work for Pollard. Moan to him.
I intend to. I expect you're glad of the rent you're getting.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if it's worth it.
You're letting that space out as a workspace, Terry, and it's not fit for purpose. We're entitled to clean toilets, tea and coffee making facilities.
Yeah, all right, thank you. Chairman Mao.
Look, we're not being unreasonable, Terry. And until you and Pollard sort all this out, we'll be using the facilities here.
I hate it when you go quiet on me.
I've got nothing to say.
Well, I think we should discuss it.
It's just going to turn into another row.
Well, it doesn't have to. I'm just trying to find the best way through this.
I'm not giving that job up, Andy. It's only one shift a week.
Well, it's already causing trouble between us. I mean, look what happened yesterday.
Well, that's not going to happen again now I'm giving up drinking.
Look, what else, Sarah?
What's she got to do with it?
Because I don't want to pass around like a parcel. What will you do when you get a night shift?
Well, that's all sorted. Diane said she can have a nap in the back room.
But then she won't get to bed properly until nearly midnight.
Oh, well, then we'll stay over at the Woolpack and it'll be handy for playgroup the next morning. Andy, why do you always have to find a problem with everything I want to do?
What's going on?
Nothing.
Joe? We were just talking. I'm just a bit cranky because I'm hungover.
I thought Jo would be feeling delicate today, so I'll give her a hand with the cooking. I'm sure you've got work to be getting on with. Go on. You know you'll get bored with a lot of women's talk. Are you sure there's nothing wrong? I made some coffee. We can sit down and have a chat.
Oh, I promised Sarah that I'd make her some cupcakes.
Oh, you can do that later. We need to talk.
What about?
I don't want to seem like an interfering mother-in-law, but it feels that things aren't going well between you and Andy.
Well, I guess every marriage goes through a rocky patch, don't they?
You bet. And it doesn't help getting wed in prison.
Well, I'm not going to pretend that's how I wanted it, but I just got on with it and made the best out of things.
And you did well. A lot of women wouldn't have waited.
You know, I know I don't know much about farming and I've made some mistakes and I know Andy's had a hard time, but I really did think things would get easier when he got home.
But they haven't.
Guess we still need a bit of time to adjust to the situation.
Well, if there's ever anything I can do to help...
You've done enough. If it weren't for you, we'd have lost this farm.
I just did what Jack would want.
Yeah, and you gave me a job.
It's only one shift a week.
It means more to me than that. You know, sometimes things get so on top of me, I just need to get out of this house, even if it is for just one shift.
Ah, we all feel like that sometimes.
So, is it still my job?
Of course. It's yours as long as you want it.
Ah, you were gone a long time.
Needed to put a bomb under them.
Not literally, I hope.
Might have been more effective. Told me they didn't see anyone without an appointment. So I sat down in the middle of the office and started reading the book out loud.
And did that work?
Well, got through 6 pages before security threw me out. Just have to hope someone important heard enough to want more.
So how are the factory crowd settling in at your place?
I wish I'd never let Val's Interiors through my door.
Teething troubles.
Oh, They're using me guest toilets, my kitchen. They're all over the place like a swarm of locusts.
And have you tried reasoning with the locusts?
No. Well, Lisa's appointed herself shop steward. She's hard to negotiate with.
Always been a troublemaker. Won't take orders from me either.
And then if you get on the wrong side of it, you've got Zach to answer to.
Well, after last night, I'm on the wagon.
Made that pledge a few times, never managed to stick to it.
Well, I will. Thing is, I don't want to offend any of your customers if they offer to buy us a drink.
They don't need to know if you put it in the pipe like I told you. Then the money will be in the tips jar at the end of the shift.
Well, actually, that was something I was going to talk to you about. I was wondering if you could maybe keep them for me.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, like, kind of like a little bank until it mounts up. But could you not tell Andy?
Why do you want to keep it secret?
Well, it's just, I've been so used to earning my own money that it can sometimes feel a bit awkward having to ask him for every penny. And this way, if I had my own little nest egg, I could buy presents for Christmases and birthdays and stuff for him and Sarah.
Ah, what a lovely idea. Planning anything special?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to give Andy a big surprise.
Oh, it's roller coaster Rod.
Usual, please, Val.
Well, will that be 3 quick loop-the-loops and a trip down through the tunnel of love?
What's all this?
It's a book he wrote for Gabby about his fairground days.
I'd have thought that was ex-certificate stuff, not suitable for a young child.
Just a bit of fun.
So's Lady Chesterley's Lover, but they're not teaching that in primary school.
It's a children's story that I've written for my granddaughter. It's no one else's business.
It's not going to be best pleased to hear that you've been hawking it around publishers, is it?
No problem. Doesn't look like anyone wants to buy it anyway.
How's it going? Well, you can certainly tell the tourist season started. You should see the mess the picnickers have made in my top field.
Well, that's farming. One problem after another.
Well, if you feel like that, why did you take on the lease?
Because it would have broken Jack's heart to be the last Sugden farming in the Dales.
I'd never let that happen.
I know, it hurt losing the tenancy. But it's not Jo's fault.
I never said it was. What's she been saying?
Well, nothing much. But I can see she's upset and there has to be a reason.
Don't start blaming me.
I'm not blaming anyone. I just want to help.
Maybe the E. coli scare wasn't her fault, but it's still letters in their pocket. I've been working day and night to try and save this farm, and it's not even mine anymore.
It doesn't matter what's written on a bit of paper. It's still your farm.
No, Diane. You know, when I came out of prison, it felt like I was losing everything. There were nothing but bills and rows.
But Jo's been working alongside you, trying to put things right.
How do you think it makes me feel seeing my own wife working behind a bar trying to make ends meet? It just tells everyone that we're going under.
Oh, thank you, Bob. This is just what I needed.
I just wanted you to know that we're all behind you. I was worried that I haven't been supportive enough through all this.
You've got nothing to blame yourself for. You've been great.
Yeah? Oh, yesterday taught me a lesson. You know, you must never feel that you've got to go behind my back again, love. If you think something needs doing, we will make it happen. You know, whatever you need for the case, we'll get a new solicitor if you want.
I don't deserve you.
But we're a team. We must never forget that again.
It's good of you to say that.
Well, how I feel.
And me. I suppose there is something I ought to tell you.
Well, fire away. I reckon I could cope with anything today.
Freddie York. He's a devious sort of bloke. Knows how to get what he wants. Knows how to play on your weaknesses.
Yeah, well, I'd worked that much out myself.
Yeah, well, when I was fundraising, I thought I was doing a pretty good job, but maybe I was just getting a bit proud of myself because when he bought me champagne...
Probably used somebody else's money.
Well, I thought we were celebrating, but he was just trying to get me drunk. You know, trying to...
Well, I'm sure you soon put him straight.
Oh, yes, of course I did. Sort of.
What's that supposed to mean? Well, you either did or you didn't.
Nothing happened. Not really. Just a kiss. Do you want anything else? A little bit of apple. There's a good girl.
I feel like it's all falling apart and everyone's blaming me.
That's not true.
Isn't it? Debbie knows how broke we are, so she went and got Sarah a better present than me, just to rub my nose in it.
I'm sure she didn't mean it like that.
Debbie never missed the chance to stir up trouble. She gave Sarah away. She's got no place in her life now, even if you and Jill can't see it.
You're letting everything get on top of you. Maybe you need a break.
No chance of that.
Jack really misses you. I know he'd love you to go and see him in Spain for a couple of weeks.
Well, it's a nice idea, but I can hardly afford the gas bill, let alone a flight to Spain.
I'd buy you a ticket.
And who'd look after this place?
Me and Joe and Daz. And then if we needed more help, we'd hire someone in.
It'd never work.
Oh, give it a try. Talk to Jack. There's nothing he doesn't know about the land, so you'd be bound to come back with loads of fresh ideas for the farm.
I can't leave Joe.
It might be for the best. You've both been letting the pressure get to you. A couple of weeks apart. You'd be surprised how much you miss each other.
I knew there was something going on. You kept telling me I got it wrong.
It was just one kiss.
You've admitted lying to me. How can I believe anything else you say?
He took advantage of me.
Come on, Liv, it takes two.
But it didn't mean anything.
If it didn't mean anything, then why didn't you tell me before?
Because I didn't want to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt you.
It's the way it always ends up.
You can't make me feel any worse than I already do. I've been feeling guilty for months.
It's easy to say.
Well, it's the truth. And if I didn't feel so bad, I wouldn't have let Louise get in the position where she could start blackmailing me.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. She gave me that alibi to keep the peace between us.
So, you weren't with her that day? You were with him?
No, I wasn't, but I couldn't prove it. So I went along with Louise because it just seemed to make you happy.
Is there anything that you haven't lied about?
I think it sounds like a really good idea.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, come on, you can't pretend like you've not missed Jack. And if you're worried about the farm, he can give you better advice than I can. And Andy, I really think you could do with a break.
What about you?
Well, I managed to cope all right when you were in prison. All right, I know I made a few mistakes, but I've learnt from them, and this time round I'd have Diane and Daz help me.
I'll go and collect Sarah, so you two can discuss this in private. Whatever you decide, I'll go along with it.
Bye. It makes sense.
It doesn't to me. I don't think you'd be here when I got back.
Oh, yeah? Where else am I going to go?
Is that supposed to make me feel better? You only stay here because you've got nowhere to go and no money to get there.
That's not what I meant.
That's how it feels.
Andy, you're the only guy I've ever loved. I don't want to end up hating you. Can't you see we can't carry on like this? I just thought that if we had a bit of time apart, that we could go back to remembering how much we wanted to be together in the first place.
Just leave me alone.
You've got to give me a chance to explain.
You've said enough.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I need time to think, and to do that properly, I can't have you around me. Just come on, give me some space.
I'm just worried that as soon as I turn my back, you're going to leave me again.
I'm not going anywhere tonight. I need to just sort this all out in my head first.
Thank you. I just couldn't go on without you.
Look, I'm not making any promises. I'll be in the spare room. If you've got any sense, you will leave me alone.
Maybe it would be for the best.
Yeah, I think so.
I do love you, Joe. It just feels like I've got the world on my shoulders. I thought I was doing the right thing, confessing to the fire. You know, I thought it could mean we could start a clean slate.
I know.
But it's just made things worse. I never meant to take it out on you, you know. I just feel so helpless. I didn't know what to do or who to turn to. You know, it might have been different if Jack had been here. He's seen plenty of bad years on the farm. He'd have set me straight.
Yeah, well, now you can go and talk to him about it. But I think you should get down the village as soon as possible and tell Diane what we decided, because she said she could try and get you on a flight tomorrow.
Oh no, yeah. The sooner I go, the sooner I get back. I'll be home in a couple of weeks.
Oh, whatever you think's best.
I know we can get through this, you know. We just need a break to let things cool off a bit, and once I get back it'll feel like it's a bad dream and we can really make that fresh start.
I'm gonna need some money.
What for?
Well, there's still gonna be bills to pay and me and Sarah will need feeding.
Of course. Sorry it's not a lot.
It's all right, we'll manage.
I'll phone you every day, okay?